Hello, my friends and fellow gamers. It is I, SigTrent, captain of SigTrent Games, and this is Chronicles number 8 for August of 2026. And we're going to be talking about the company news for SigTrent Games, what's been going on in the last month in July, and what we're looking forward to here coming in August. So, first of all, I want to remind everybody that we've got used RPG games on the site at sigtrent.com. There's a whole lot of cool stuff. We've got Call of Cthulhu, we got D&D, we got Hero System, White Wolf stuff, a bunch of things in between. So if you're into any of those games, check it out, see what kind of stuff we've got there. High quality shipping, and there's even a coupon code if you can find it on the Discord. It's not really hidden, just search for it. And you can find that, and you can get some free shipping and things like that. So definitely check those out. Helps out us when you buy those games, so we appreciate it. And gonna have some more stock on that sometime coming soon. I know my friend has some more things they want to sell, and so we'll put those up there as well. All right, next up, Hero Smart, which is doing well. We're hunting down bugs this month, trying to make sure that everything with the character abilities and talents is working properly. Most of that is already on the website. We're refining the code, hunting down bugs, making cool stuff like that. Next up, we're preparing for the implementation of feats. And so pretty soon you'll be able to do all of the advanced feats and have those apply to the character sheet in a detailed way, just like we're doing with the talents currently. So I think you're going to really enjoy that. If you haven't tried Hero Smart, it's a character generator for everyday heroes. And link will be down in the description. And it's just a really fast, easy way to build characters. And you can print out PDFs and stuff. So definitely check that out. And if you feel like supporting us, you can give us a little money on the Ko-fi system. Very little fees on that. So we get almost all of it. And it's just a good way to support that. We've got 1 year of the hosting service paid for, but Anne spends a lot of time working on it and a lot of effort. So supporting our efforts would be really cool, and we really appreciate it. All right, next up, something new. Spirit of Enterprise is an adventure by Leon Vrosco. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his name correctly or not. We've only talked by email. And one of our supporters on the Discord, and just all around great guy. He's written an adventure called Spirit of Enterprise, and was asking if SigTrent Games would publish it. And I took a look at it, and I was like, oh, hell yeah, this is a great adventure. I really like the way it's written. It's just really nice. It's got a cool story. Got a lot of great things going for it, so we're going to put together some art and get it laid out. Now, actually, Leon did some layout already, which I think is really good, but we're going to work together and just tune that up a little bit, and hopefully that'll be available on DriveThruRPG as PDF, and also print on demand eventually. It just takes a little bit longer for us to get the print on demand. So expect that in the fall, ideally towards the end of August or into September. It just depends on how long it takes to get the art and everything like that, so that is in the works, and that'll be the first time SigTrent Games is publishing something by somebody else, which is something I've really wanted to do. So I really appreciate Leon for approaching me with that, and it's something I'm excited to work on. Now, I haven't been able to work on it just a lot in the last couple of weeks, but we're going to get going on that very soon because of news that I will talk about a little bit later. All right, next up, Night Magics. Just want to remind you all that print on demand is live. So if you want to get a print version of Night Magics, and the print version looks really cool, by the way. A lot of people have responded saying when they get it, that this is a really awesome book. It's got a really neat design. It's kind of like a notebook of a punk magic hero in this alternate reality. And it's got a lot of neat little funny notes and images that Anne put in there. So I think you really like it. It looks really cool in print, even better than it does in the PDF. And I'm just happy. I've got my copy. I gave my copy of Shotgun Fantasy to somebody else, so I ordered another one. And now I've got both of my books in print, sitting on my bookshelf, and it just makes me really proud. They look really cool. So definitely check those out if you're interested in that. I need to send out some review copies. If you're a reviewer and you want to review any of our games, please contact me and let me know. And so long as you put it somewhere very visible, then I'm inclined to give you a free copy in order to do the review. So I appreciate that. And of course, you can be honest whether you liked it or not. I'm thinking generally people will like it. So far, our games have been very well reviewed, which I appreciate very much. Let's see, anything else? Oh, yeah. So there's a series on Night Magics happening on the YouTube channel talking about games. And does a nice job. He really breaks it down into a whole bunch of different videos. And each one's pretty short and looks at a different part of the project. I think it was like a 20-part series for Shotgun Fantasy. I don't even think it's quite finished, but he's focusing on Night Magics right now. Just got through the classes. I think he's still going to do the Street Witch. He has one more left, and then he'll dive into the spells a little bit. So Anyway, nice series. It has a lot of live plays and other things on his channel, so definitely check it out. We sponsored him just, for the sake of honesty here, just for a little bit of money to kind of support his channel since he's been very supportive of us. And by the way, thanks for all the feedback on Night Magics. Everyone seems to really love it, and I really appreciate that. And every day I find some new people asking after Everyday Arcana, and I go, hey, have you seen these books over here? So if you see anybody asking, hey, where's Everyday Arcana for Everyday Heroes, tell them it will be coming in the future. But in the meantime, you can check out these cool spell systems by the game's designer as just a great way to move some more copies of the game, which has been doing pretty well. Night Magics hasn't quite gotten its copper badge over on drive-thru, but I'm pretty sure it will as we try to drive up Shotgun Fantasy into the silver category. All right. Next up, Master Builder, which is the card game that I've been working on. We got some really good play testing in. A friend of mine visited me for a couple of days over the weekend, so we got to do multiplayer play testing. So far, it's mostly been two-player play testing. So we found some errors on the cards, and we also found just some tweaks to the mechanics, which of course is the whole point of doing playtesting. And also there were some cards I want to revise, and also while we were playing, we came up with some fun ideas to put in the rule book to add a little bit of role play and a little bit of kind of fun social interaction to the game. They don't really change the rules, but they're just sort of suggestions for players on what to do when certain things happen in order to role play being an evil overlord and all that kind of thing. And one of the cool things about stuff like that is we noticed that other people in the game shop while we were playtesting were like, well, that game sounds like a lot of fun. So I think adding in those kind of fun elements really helps boost the visibility of the game when it's played at conventions. When you're playing with friends, everyone feels like they had a good time with it. So that's really cool. It's coming together, and the art's really going to help with that because it'll get people in the mood of thinking about these things. So that's pretty cool. I went over the list of all the cards, trying to think of the little things count in the design. Trying to think of the names of cards and how they can inspire the artwork to be cooler, right? So there were names of cards that made sense for the card, and they made sense for building a dungeon, but it was really hard to imagine what kind of cool artwork you would have for them. So I reworked them a little bit so that the things that are described as the card representing are things that would be more visually interesting to represent for our artist. The artist is going to be starting up in about 30 days here, so I'm really excited for that. And one of the wonderful things for Master Builder, great news, last week, we secured funding for paying for the artist. So the money is in the bank account that will pay for the artist to do the art. That will enable us to do the Kickstarter and have a really good Kickstarter launch. And hopefully we'll raise the money needed to do the printing during the Kickstarter, and maybe more so. We can add a little bit more cool elements to the game. Probably not a lot of new cards or expansions or anything like that, but maybe if it goes well enough, it goes really well, then we could look at some of those things as future projects, but would be initiated by hitting certain funding goals. And we may, depending on the manufacturer, I still have to talk to them, be able to add some little cool bonuses to the Kickstarter as well. But they'll be pretty modest things because I want this to be a crowdfunding goal that doesn't have to make its goal in order to publish, but will just provide enough money to do the printing, and then we'll make most of the money on selling the physical products. As we're going to do a grand tour of the game stores on the West Coast here, and just go around personally selling the game and making sure it's a success. So, and then hopefully that'll leapfrog us into bigger and better things. But I'm really excited for this game. Everything's coming together really well. So just green lights all over the board. All right, let's talk about contracts. That's where I've been spending most of my time working. Now, I had a short-term contract for Evil Genius Games, and I made an adventure called We Must Not Buy Their Fruits, which is based on a poem about a goblin market. And this is a game for the upcoming Urban Magic series, which we're doing, I believe, should say we, but I'm involved in it, that is happening here in September. So I think both the rule supplement and the adventure will be coming out on Sidekick here in September. I don't know exactly when, probably towards the end of the month for the adventure for sure. I know Goober's already finished the supplement part of it, and it looked really cool. I checked it out. It's got really neat rules for putting together different Fey races or heritages. We call them origins, of course, in the game. And so you mix and match different powers. It's a little like the mutant one from the Vault, where you decide just how powerful the Fae is, how many benefits and disadvantages they're going to get. And then you pick from a big list and you put that together, and you can call it a troll, you can call it an elf, call it a dwarf, call it a gnome. And there's all the different kind of classic things, plus some unusual things that you can pick out of there. Pretty cool system that Goober put together. I think, as I say, Urban Magic doesn't contain like a spellcasting system. It's more of a guide how to use the existing elements that you can find in the vault and other things, plus this new thing for Fey Origins and some other cool stuff as well. Just little neat items that you can add to your game to give it a fantasy feel. And We Must Not Buy Their Fruits is kind of themed on Fey bargaining and mysterious activities, and it's a very investigation heavy adventure, but it has some action and excitement as well. I think you guys will like it. I'm really happy with it. I think it's very cool. So, something to look forward to over on Sidekick. I've got 2 more contracts. I can't really say what they are. One of them is pretty big, one of them is kind of medium sized. And so I'm working on the big one right now. It's going pretty well. These definitely help pay the bills, and they're fun to work on as well. So I do enjoy them. Alrighty, next up, just what's going on at Evil Genius Games for July. They had Sunken Heroes and Project Small World. I think I need to go back. I always get I am calendar impaired. I get months mixed up. And when I said September for the Urban Magic, that's going to be August, actually. So sorry about that. All right. Anyway, those came out last month. Shrunken Heroes and Project Small World. Project Small World is the adventure. Shrunken Heroes is the supplement for Evil Genius Games. So you can find those over on Sidekick. I haven't read them yet, but they generally look pretty cool. Over on Nomad Ann on Twitch, Ann and I have been playing Pal World the last couple of weekends. I've really been enjoying it. Kind of addicted. Been playing a little bit off of Twitch streaming as well. Just having a good time. I like Pal World a lot. It's a very casual crafting survival game with a lot of cute creatures, lots of stuff to discover, and base building. And I don't know, I just find it pretty cool. Now, a lot of things have changed from version 1.0. We're leveling like a lot faster than I expect, maybe too fast, I think, from a game design perspective. It's like I just go out and do a little bit of exploration, and suddenly I've gained levels. I've got all these recipes and stuff to upgrade the base, and a lot of kind of things to do. I think, I'm guessing that is the intended cycle. They want you to cycle back between the base building and stuff. Before, it really felt like the exploration was what we used to drive and get so that you could do the base building. Now it feels like when you're exploring, it kind of shoves you back into the base to say, look, you've got all this base building that you haven't been doing, and you need to go back and do that. I like that just a little bit less, but overall, the game is great. It has a lot of new elements and new recipes and things, and just a lot of new pals to play around with, and they're much more robust and all having interesting skills, and so you really have to decide which ones you want in your party. So I think that's pretty cool. And the base management's a lot cleaner. Pathfinding's better. There's still bugs in the game, and managed to find a few already in our short playtime so far. She's very good at finding bugs in games. All right, so that's Pal World. We've also been playing some Minecraft. I've lessened out on that to switch over to Pal World, and is still playing Minecraft and building factories. I'll probably, if we do it on stream, I'll definitely jump in and play some more Minecraft. I enjoy that as well. It's a nice chill game. But I do find Pal World a little more exciting to play. I've been continuing to play Pokemon's Champions, which is great and very addictive and keeps me up at late a little bit too much. But it's really fun, and I think some new Pokemon are going to get added here very soon in a couple of days, but I'm not sure. I don't follow the news really closely. I just know that the season's ending, and that's sometimes when they add new Pokemon in. So I'm hoping there are, because that would be very cool. I finished the game called Citizen Sleeper, which I think I mentioned last time, and I liked it so much I played it again and finished the story again, trying to do a more robust playthrough. And there's kind of like a DLC add-on that I had, and I tried to go through that, but I ended up following another story thread and actually ending the game just a little bit early. I think I was at the very end of the DLC storyline thing, so I got to see most of it. So I decided, well, that's pretty good for Citizen Sleeper. There's probably a few little threads that I haven't followed in the game, but I think I've seen most of its story content. Really good game, highly recommended, definitely worth playing if you like storytelling games that are mostly told through text. There are graphics in the game that, mostly have to do with the gameplay elements and setting the mood, but the story-driven stuff really happens in the text in the game. Pal World, oh yeah, we already talked about that. Cool game, been playing a fair bit of it. All right, so finally, kind of personal life. Without going into great detail, things are very good. Also, been a little overwhelmed just with all the different projects and irons I have in the fire. Been a little slow getting back to people on some things. So I had to send out a series of emails kind of telling people, I will get to you pretty soon. I had a lot of things going on because I had that rush project that I needed to finish, and I finished that. So that's all good. But That said, a lot of great things happening, especially right around my birthday here, which was at the end of July. A lot of cool things came together. I got the funding for the card game, and just life was good and relaxed, and spent the weekend just playing video games and stuff and feeling refreshed. So that's really cool. So overall, doing great. And we've got some amazing potential for success in the coming year. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful time out there too. And for anybody's birthday that happened last year, happy birthday. We'll see you again next year. All right. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.